Most LEGO builders will inevitably come across these sorts of LEGO pieces. You know, the ones that just sit in a dark corner somewhere collecting dust. But what if I told you these pieces were actually useful? Today I'm going to show you one or two LEGO builds and techniques which feature each of these pieces. Because trust me, this ring, this 1x1 tile with bar, a bar itself, this LEGO Technic Half pin, and this minifigure hand are more than useful in your LEGO builds. And hopefully by the end of this video you might learn some techniques that will help improve your LEGO builds. So, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, PuzzLEGO here. After I finish with those pieces, I'm going to be building a small mock which features all 5 pieces in it, so stick around until the end for that. The first piece is a LEGO bar. Everyone should have it lying around somewhere. There are so many uses for this piece. I use it in virtually all of my LEGO builds, and here's how you should as well. This first build is a simple LEGO bed. As you can see, each of the corners of the bed is made by sticking a bar into 2 1x1 cones. This scooter is made by sticking a bar into a 1x1 cone and a 1x2 jumper plate. It's useful here because there's no other piece that's thin enough to represent the handlebars. To build this, get a 1x2 plate with a pinhole, get 2 round 1x1 studs, put them inside, get the jumper plate, put it on top, and a 1x1 cheese slope. Make another set of wheels, put a 1x1 cone on top, put the bar in, and then put another jumper plate on top to complete it. This next piece is a LEGO ring. Even when it comes in LEGO sets, it doesn't usually have a purpose, so let's give it one. This ring piece is mostly useful because its diameter is the same as a LEGO stud or a LEGO axle. This allows it to be like a Technic bush, only slightly shorter. For example, in this build, I made it so that the gear doesn't bump into the larger LEGO wheel. Another use for this ring is to create texture. You can flip studs upside down with the compact stud reversal technique that this ring offers. Just simply put it on a stud and then put it on the base plate, and there you go. Really cool way to create texture. Another final use for this piece is by putting it here with this other Technic piece as a bush, but on a Technic pin. The ring allows the Technic piece to spin freely, but still is small like a normal Technic bush would be. And the thing is, there's actually no replacement for this ring piece, which is why it can be so useful. This next piece is a LEGO minifigure hand. You should have plenty of these if you have heaps of minifigures. You might notice that you can connect 2 tiles together with this piece. And you might also know this other technique. By connecting all of these up, you can make a tiny little LEGO wall. But you probably don't know this technique. By putting a lot of these together, you can actually make this brick pavement technique. It certainly can complete the mood of any mock that you make. The really cool thing about this technique is that the bricks are spaced out, so it creates a really nice texture instead of simply just stacking up bricks. You could also potentially use it as a wall. This next piece is a Technic Half pin. You've probably already seen me use this in some of the other builds I've already shown. It's by far one of my favourite pieces of all time. The main usefulness of this piece, as you've already seen, is that you can connect a plate with a brick. I've already used this in the aeroplane because it's probably the easiest way to connect the Technic part, which is more the functional parts, to the LEGO brick parts, which are probably the more aesthetic parts. This tiny LEGO boat would not look this good without a Technic pin, because on the inside of this boat there's actually a pin so that both sides of the boat can have a cheese slope on them and be identical. Another way you can use it is in this train that I've made. I wanted the 1x1 round plate on the front to be facing forward, so I got a 1x1 brick with a Technic hole and put this half pin into it. The last piece that we're looking at is pretty unique, and is the type of piece that you wouldn't have a use for. It's a tile round 1x1 with a small bar sticking out from the top. You can actually connect this piece up to gears, which can make it a super compact way to make it so that the gears actually function, such as this submarine. Now, let's make a mock with all 5 pieces displayed inside it. This is a LEGO soda dispenser, and as you can see, it has all 5 of the mentioned pieces. The 1x1 tiles with the bar are used as the drink dispenser, and the minifigure hands are used as the lever which dispenses the drink. The Technic pins are used as the thing that holds the 1x1 plates onto the front. The rings are what are used for the stud reversal at the bottom, and the bars are used for the thing which collects water at the bottom. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next LEGO related video. Scooter Man says subscribe.